Okay, good morning everyone. Just woke up and had breakfast, brushed my teeth, so keep in mind, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a 2-for-1 special update here in this video. I did talk about, at the end of last year, I do want to go on a little bit of a diet, get myself back into a normal 3 to 4 days of lifting, I guess I'll call it, is what I train more for health now, guys. I no longer am doing the powerlifting. Scaled back a ton on how much weight I'm lifting and the amount of hours I'm spending working out. So back at the peak of my powerlifting, generally when I was prepping for a competition, between 12 to 16 weeks, I would be in the gym 5 days a week, usually for about 2 hours. Whether that would not all be for lifting, I would say maybe 15 to 20 minutes of that would be for just like stretching and foam rolling out, and then the rest would be for lifting. And cardio I generally would not do in the gym. I would generally do that outside regardless. And even when I was training that hard, I really didn't even need to do cardio, to be honest. My goal was really just to lift as much as possible. Trying to think for like preps, I really don't think I did have like a consistent, I didn't really track like how much cardio I was doing. I was probably just aiming to get similar to what I'm doing now, aiming to get around 10,000 steps a day. If I were to guesstimate, I don't think I ever really, I have everything written down, which is pretty cool, guys. I still got all my old stuff from like 2015, 2016. I cleaned out the room, found some old papers. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I still have like the old stuff. I knew I had most of it on my phone, probably saved on my iCloud. I got a little bit of dry skin in the morning, guys. Excuse me. Um, and yeah, it was pretty intense back in those days. So I'm not really going for any PRs anymore. I'm just trying to, at this point, just keep my weight between 200 and I'd say like 220 at the absolute most. Is not really trying to push myself past that. At one point, I did push myself up to 230 pounds when I was powerlifting in the off season, and I just didn't feel comfortable even walking around doing day-to-day activities. I was really just functional for that 1 to 2 hours in the gym, and that was it. So I know for a fact I don't want to push my body past a certain weight, which is for me is 220 is the absolute most. I feel my most as far as like moving around and just day-to-day functioning around 200 to 220. So I'm going to use my in-body scale. I'm going to put up screenshots at the end of the video what my weight and body fat percentage is. Keep in mind I have been, this isn't like an official starting point. I guess I should have took an official starting point a week or two ago when I was probably 2 weeks ago would have been a good time, right, to put an official starting point on kicking things up, right? But I'm gonna see what the weight is. It's March 1st, so it's a Sunday, so I guess this is a good gauge. We got April, May. Maybe I'll give myself till my birthday just to kind of check in again, just to see your boy Derek Deadlifts gonna be 30 years old. I've been on YouTube now for a decade, which is crazy to think about. And it's cool that I've been able to document certain things that I've been doing in my life on here. Basically the whole reason, as I've mentioned prior, for me to have this channel is to document certain things in my life and be like, wow, that was cool, that was a fun time, like to look back on your memories, just like people do with videos that they may keep for their personal self. The only difference is I'm putting them out there to share with everyone. So I also want to give you guys a little update on the peppers. The peppers are okay. They're doing all right. They're living. This one's nice and green. Still, this one's still staying alive. As far as I know, the flies are minimal, guys. The white fly situation I was having over here. I had some seeds. Unfortunately, I think I might have drowned them a little bit. And those guys don't look to be coming up. I had some in here that were popping up too, but I don't know what's going on with this. So I think that maybe who knows? I do see actually a few of the flies literally in the dirt, guys. It's crazy. They literally live in the dirt. They don't really fly. They literally don't fly like around here too much at all. I'll see one or two every once in a while, but they're literally like little annoying things that will just pulverize your pepper plants if you don't take care of them. As you can see, I don't know if that's for sure the reason why this one got fried out, but definitely can see. If you film it long enough, you definitely see one or two fly around over there. But these ones are looking pretty healthy. I'm surprised this one is actually so healthy because it's been staying here. It hasn't really been getting any direct sunlight. I mean, it's getting some indirect sunlight with my shades being opened pretty much all the time. So that way, as you guys know, may or may not know, pepper plants and plants in general need sunlight and water to stay alive. As their main source of energy, just like people need food and water, plants need sunlight and water. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to comment and like and subscribe. I'm going to get myself a weight update and a body fat update on the scale. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video where I'm at right now. And then I'll just try to check in again on May 1st to see how things are going. Things have changed. And see you guys in the next video.